The Grootfontein Biobank is located at the Grootfontein Development Institute near Middelburg in the Eastern Cape. The Grootfontein Biobank is a resource of biological material and performance data on South African sheep and goat breeds that are available to scientists for genomic research projects. The laboratories and freezing room are housed in the Wool and Mohair building at Grootfontein. Dr. Greta Snyman, an animal breeding and genetics specialist scientist here at Grootfontein, is the project leader and manager of the biobank.
Our bank differs from most other banks in that an animal's contribution to the bank doesn't end with the collection of its blood sample, but it keeps contributing performance data to the biobank for the rest of his productive life. Currently, there are 11 research and private flocks of 6 different sheep and goat breeds that are part of the biobank. Annually, blood samples are collected on-site from all new lambs born and sires used in the flock. The samples are then transported to the laboratory at Grootfontein for processing. Marius and his team are responsible for the taking of the blood samples.
In the laboratory at the biobank, each sample is processed into two 2 milliliter cryo vials. The vials are labeled with the animal stud and ID number. The samples are then packaged into cryo boxes, which are labeled with the collection's details. Elmarie and her team are responsible for the processing of the samples. The samples are then stored in -80 degrees Celsius freezers until further use. Currently we have 11 operational freezers, which are kept in an air-conditioned room linked to a backup power plant. There are samples from 64,000 animals in the bank. In total, there are around 250,000 samples in the bank.
Phenotypic data and pedigrees are collected on all the animals participating in the biobank project. These include, for example, body weights, fleece data, conformation traits, fecal air counts, and reproduction data. All information relating to the samples are stored on computer at Grootfontein. These include animal ID, collection data, and record of the samples. Furthermore, in which projects the samples were used and which genotypes are available for the animals. The pedigrees and phenotypic data are stored at Grootfontein for the research flocks and on Logix for the private flocks. Scientists requesting material from a biobank have to submit a project proposal. After approval, I select the most appropriate animals from the biobank database. Elmarie and Ayanda do the sourcing of the blood samples from the freezer. After signing an agreement, the scientists then receive the blood samples or blood on cards and the phenotypic data or the genotypes, depending on the project. All genomic data generated through these projects have to come back into the bank and are also stored at Grootfontein.
The resources of the Grootfontein Biobank were already used in 22 projects, including 10 MSc and 6 PhD studies. The genomic evaluation scheme for the South African merino sheep breed was also implemented using these resources. Thank you very much.